welcome back to Myst 3 Exile, for realsies this time. In the last episode, we actually got to Saavedro's home age of Narayan, and from that point onward, it was a bit of a mess, because I was super tired from school and work. This time, we are going to do the finale for realsies, so I'm happy to say we're actually going to be able to finish this time. So I got a couple of hints. I didn't actually get the full-on answer, but apparently if you get the answer correct, it should glow, the circuit should glow white. So I think I've gotten the characters for the most part correct. It's just the the pattern I need to make sure I write down correctly. I need to get my handy dandy notebook in just a moment. But, turns out my schedule may not be as dramatically affected as I thought it would be. But still, I really have to give myself some ease, because I went through a pretty stressful time the last couple of days trying to get my presentation all together and my video all together, which I am happy to say it is finally finished. I do have to adjust a couple of things because a couple of my edits got messed up during the rendering process. So once I fix those, the capstone edition of my new video series, which is called Blank Canvas, will be uploaded to my second channel, Theological Otaku, in the next week. So keep an eye out for that. And then the director's cut, which will be a much longer, much more in-depth look at the topic that I covered in that video, a much more extended edition, will be released by the end of this month, beginning of next month. So keep an eye out for, let's just say the end of June, because I don't know because this May is going to be really, really busy for me. So end of June is what I'm going to give myself. If anything else changes, of course, I'll let you know. But I'm going to give myself at the end of June to give the director's cut of the video. So keep an eye out for that. And then, just about 22 days until graduation. Can you believe it? Oh my god. So, mind-blowing. So this is the last project I'm doing as a grad student, and then all the videos after that will basically be after I've graduated. Originally it was going to be in real time, then I was going to film them and then post them in real time as reflections, but now pretty much all but the capstone video is going to be a reflection piece. So yeah, that's what's going on right now. But yeah, it's been a lot. It's been a whole lot of things going on. Let me go ahead and get my notebook real quick. But how's everybody else doing? I hope life's been treating you well. Certainly it has been going pretty well for me. I've been pretty busy, as you could tell. But that busyness in terms of school stuff is about to come to an end, which is great, because there's only so much I can do in terms of citing papers and stuff before I'm I need a break. I need to do something else. Okay, handy dandy notebook. Here we go. So let me get out GOG. I gave myself today to sleep in a little bit, which I definitely needed, because I've been running on nothing but adrenaline and coffee the past couple days. One thing's for sure, I am not the person in my in my 20s where I can obsessively edit nonstop, but somehow I managed to do it this time. I stayed in my chair for 12 hours yesterday, and that's including the class. That's including the class time. Well, class time will be 14, but anyway. But yeah, I stayed in my chair. I stayed in my chair for a good while. But yeah, I really, 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 I really managed to draw that focus, but yeah, I'm not the spring chicken. So like the very first thing I'm gonna do if I ever do like long form videos like that ever again, get a second person to be an editor, because oh my, I forgot how taxing editing can be on your mind and your body. My goodness. I mean, I'll still do it mainly, but like for the most part, oh man, definitely need a second person now because I forgot how tiring it can get. Okay, that was my headphones. Okay. So, did I think it was Final Countdown? No, it wasn't. 2 down, 1 to go. Electric Duty. Yeah, the Electric Duty. That was the one I was doing. So, this one. Unfortunately, I lost the slip of paper that had the lines in it, so we're gonna go ahead and get back into Atrus's notebook here. Write down the bolded text. Okay, it wasn't that far back. Okay. Energy powers future motion. Nature encourages mutual dependence. Dynamic forces spur change. And balanced systems stimulate civilizations, which is the one that Saavedro ripped off the banner for that one. Oh my god. Oh. That's back, okay. Yes, Saavedro ripped off the control panel for that one, so so what I should have done for this was first I should look at each of these, and then based on this is what I do it. So this one, I believe this one's nature, I believe. Let me see. Where are you, nature? That's change, force, love, nature. So this one is the nature and dynamic forces one. So let me draw this out. Gonna have to hold the thing in one hand and draw on the other. Okay, hold on. So at least we know 2 of the characters. Because I know no doubt, like, I know no doubt that this is supposed to show the entire, like, this was supposed to originally show the entire thing, but, obviously, Saavedro destroyed it, so you only get part of the phrase, part of the password. Okay, so, nature's supposed to go on top. And then, I forget if this is dependence or I don't know if this is dependence or encourages. I forget that. I forgot that. But one thing's for sure. Okay, dependence is this one, and so that's encourage. So nature encourages. So mutual's got to go on the bottom, and then dependence is this one. So dependence has got to go on the left. It's got to go on the left. So that means I think the wording should be. That means I think the wording should be counterclockwise. That's my guess. So where's mutual? That's motion. Future, machine, possibility. Here's mutual. Okay. So mutual's definitely on the bottom. At least I think so. So I think mutual's in the bottom. So this has got to be the password. Nature encourages mutual dependence. So let's like check the other text to see. So this one is change. And then we got the bottom part. And then force. So that means the top part's got to be dynamic. And this one's the first one. So this one's number 1, actually. And then the nature one's the nature and mutual dependence is number 2. So that means the energy powers is number 3. So we did the wrong order, I think, on that thing as well. So this one, I know this one's 4. So forces and change are on the. So it's clockwise. The sentence is read clockwise. So let me draw dynamic forces. So like dynamic and change. So change just like this. And then obviously it's supposed to be something right there. So let's see. Dynamic should be this way. Motion. Dynamic. So this is so this this bottom tip here is where dynamic is. Dynamic. And let me get the thing up again. Forces. And then spur. Where are you, spur? Spur's down here. So like this. Dynamic forces. Yeah. Spur. Change. Alright. So that's answer number 1. And then energy powers future motion is the last one. So this one here. So obviously that one's motion and this one's future. So energy is going to be the very top. Energy. So energy is the very top. Energy. And then powers. Where are you, power? Powers. powers, and then future motion is the bottom. Let me see. Yeah, future motion. Yep, that's it. Okay, that's correct. And then future. So up top. And then we loop like this. And then only partially here. Future. And then where are you, motion? Where are you, motion? I saw you earlier. Here we go. And then motion. So like, kind of like dynamic a little bit, but a bit sharper. And then, okay, so we got our 3 answers here. And let me get my chat up here real quick. So we gotta flip this around. So yeah, okay. So down here, right characters, wrong order. So we've got this one correct and this one correct. Oh wait, no, this is sharper. Because let me see. No, I know I did it right. I did it right. No wait, no, it's sharper for this one. I did it wrong. It's like that. So these 2 are correct. I just need to switch these 2. So energy powers future motion. So it's like this. So that's future, and then energy powers. Is it supposed to be all of them or just one? Energy powers future. Aha! Here we go. So that's one. This one up top, I need to flip these. These 2 need to be flipped. Like, in terms of the edges. I wrote this incorrectly. Right idea, wrong characters. Wrong placement. So, nature encourages mutual dependence. Oops, not that. Let's see. Dependence. Mutual. Am I missing something? Nature. Just here. Did I go too dramatic? No? No. That's correct. Nature encourages mutual. Oh, this. There we go. And then this one, dynamic forces. Dynamic forces spur change. Okay, I think I think the bottom on this one's too long. Okay. Dynamic. Mm-hmm. Forces. Yep. Spur. Change. Yeah, that's correct. No, not that one. Not that one. Okay, let me see. It isn't shorter, is it? Because dynamics up here. Aha! It was the bottom one. The bottom one was too long. Okay. There we go. Alright, so now we can go down here. What's here? Oh, that's Tamana. I shall grab that book. And here is the whole phrase that's the rest of them that we were missing. Alright, so the last password, which is in the other circuit board, is balanced systems stimulate civilizations. And civilization's upstairs. So let's go ahead and get these ones. So balance, kind of like a yin-yang here. Ugh, music's making me creeped out. But we're close to the end, though. Balanced. Exists static momentum. Resurrect, balance, weave, rebirth, resilience, elevate, survival, flow, control, sacrifice, believe, system. So system is here. So it kind of reminds me of Firefly a little bit. Time, tradition, remember. Sustain, nurture, constraint, inhibit, honor, ethereal, creativity, form, discover, explore, question, stimulate. And civilization is up top. That's pretty. I like that. That's pretty. So like that. It kind of reminds me of a kite. Or like a sun. Okay. Stimulate. And then civilization's in the very top. I might have to cheat a little bit, because this next part has got... This next part's got a bit of quite a bit of emotional tension. Just gonna warn you right here. So, I'm gonna pull up Myst Journeys for this one. Because I warn you, it's gonna be a lot. Okay. Exile. Complete walkthrough. Let's see. Alright. So, is the biggest part. Civilization. Alright, you ready for this? Alright. Balanced. Systems. Stimulate civilizations. Here we go. Here comes the drama. And there's Narayan.
Oh my God. They're alive?
Yeah?
How did you... Force symbol. Gives me hope, and destroy me. You see, I still have something that he wants. Something that he sent you to bring back for him.
I came voluntarily, dude.
Release him. Drop the outer barrier when I'm out by the gondola. Switch the shield so the outer barrier is open. And in return, I'll give up release. Do it.
Well, given that this guy's had it out for Atrus for day one, I don't trust him. That's why I saved the game early. This dude's had it out for Atrus. So, I don't trust him. But for the sake of being the traditional Cyan Worlds player, let's go ahead and actually go through it as if he's going to go through with his word.
Apparently, it's my turn to live up to my end of the bargain.
Yeah, see? He had it up for Atrus from day one. Of course he was not going to give it back. And of course, Atrus is not going to react very well. So, let's go back to Tamana. Report the news.
You've returned! Atrus, come quick! The fire burned the linking book you used. We had no way of following and thought.
You've returned. And where's Relishan? Did you bring back the book?
Saavedro threw it out of Narayan.
Everything we worked so hard to restore.
Atrus.
Without that book, they're lost to us forever.
Yep. And with that, you get this ending. You fail to see Relishan. So, we're going to load the game from where we came from. And instead we're going to do things a little bit differently. So you can go up to him. Or, what's more prudent, really, let's face it, there's only one of two ways you can go here. So, play it safe, get your bargaining power back, and shut the power off. I ain't serious in Akinar, but I can get pretty bad. Trust me. Please reflect on what you're doing, Saavedro. So, now you've got another massive choice to make. Leave Saavedro trapped to his own devices? Or let him go home.
Oh, God. No. Please, don't do this to me. Not when my family could still be alive out there. You want the book? Here. I'll give you the book. Just... please. Please. This. Please. I can't do this again. Please don't leave me trapped here like this. I can't. No! 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 No!
guy basically put us through hell. Everything he set up for Atrus to suffer. He put all this on the wrong person. Even though it's really Sears and Ekinar who deserve it. But as you know, revenge is a dish best served cold. On the other hand, though, Sears and Ekinar did destroy his homeland. In turn, destroyed Atrus's trust and his ability to even come back in and check on Narayan and prevent this whole situation from happening. And this is a guy who just went through way too much suffering by not knowing the fate of his family. We could be cruel. Leave him here, go back to Tamana. But he set up these torture devices for over a decade. Not knowing the whereabouts of his family. I have every reason to be frustrated with him, but I don't want to be cruel. And the reason why ultimately you gotta rotate that switch to the right is because if you keep it to the left, that'll open this bubble. And that in turn, he will kill you. So I will spare you that ending. Instead, let's let Saavedro go back to his kinsmen. He's been through enough. But to clarify, it's not a reward. You held up your end. I'm holding up mine. Go home. And likewise, let's get back to our home, even though my home's technically way, way out east. And that's for Leishan. I know he'd just be happy to see this. Let's go.
By the Maker, you've returned. Atrus, come quick! The fire burned the linking book you used. We had no way of following the...
You've returned. But where's Relishan? Did you bring back the book?
I got it. There's so much I need to tell you.
Thank the Maker. It's fine. We're in your debt, my friend. If this book had been destroyed, everything we worked for, all the people of Relishan, would have been lost to us forever.
You must tell us everything.
That I will. Because I have a whole lot to tell you. And with that, that is the end of the OG trilogy.
At last I can rejoice, for Relishan has been returned to me unharmed. The age I hoped would provide a new beginning still lives on. I'm sure that no danger shall befall it. And as I sit here writing in this journal, I rejoice to know that Narayan too is safe. The secrets of its past have been unlocked, and old wrongs have finally been righted. I know now that we can't escape the past, nor can we rewrite it, hoping to lessen our pain. The best we can hope for is to continue to learn, to take from the past only that which is good, and move on, perhaps in the process, we will build a brighter future.
And that's Myst 3 Exile. Sorry, I had to take a moment to listen to the music because it's really good. Again, the music here was composed by Jack Wall, who most famously did the music for the Mass Effect trilogy. My favorite of that one is 2. 2 has the best music. And honestly, the gameplay I think is really good there too. But yeah, I know to this day, the opening to Myst 3 is the most cited track to this day. So whenever I hear this track, I think of Myst 3 quite a bit. And the puzzles, I think I like 3's puzzles a lot better. Riven had really good complexity, but you really had to pay attention with that. Just with that, like, way more. And then, like, even with that, you have to do a little stretch of the imagination a little bit to pull it off. Whereas this one from start to finish had great logic. Then again, I mean, I think it's kind of like how we have, like, The Hobbit versus Lord of the Rings. How The Hobbit is very much a children's story where they kind of hold your hand through the journey. This one's like Exile is more or less our Hobbit in this game. It's our Hobbit, and Myst 1 and 2 is Lord of the Rings. I would love for there to be a remake of Exile, but considering Brad Dourif is in his 70s, I think it might be more reasonable if anything, and I think this game still holds up pretty well, actually, considering this is from, like, 2001. I think a better use instead would actually be making a proper successor for Myst 3 Exile, where we do Myst 4. Like, not the Myst 4 that we got, which is Revelation, and then Myst 5 End of Ages. I think, like, a proper, like, because I feel like Myst 4 and 5, from, like, at least from what I've heard, very much hits around, like, fan fiction territory. I think if they wanted, it could go for, like, the ending that they actually wanted to go for, which, I mean, I don't know what it was. I mean, I have to look it up, but it would be kind of cool instead for the 4th game, or maybe, since those 4 and 5 are considered canon, maybe an alternate spin-off instead, where after some years of establishing Releashon, they go back to, Atrus, knowing him, I think he's gonna find, he found some ways to link back. He's gonna found some ways to link back to some of the old ages at this point, because he must have figured out some, like, Atrus is pretty smart, he must have found some way to link back to them. So, I think he found a way, like, what would be more appropriate, especially with Brad Dourif's age, is that he finds a way to link back to Narayan, and we actually get to explore Narayan properly. See, because pretty much, for the most part, pretty much all the ages we went through previously have been corrupted somehow. with all the ages in Myst, like all the inhabitants are gone. Maybe, and then with Riven, everyone was under a dictatorship. And then these ones were just learning ages. They were just puzzles. So there were really, except with the exception of Narayan, there were no occupants to speak of. So the fourth game would have been an interesting take instead of actually seeing an age recovered. I think it would have been really cool to like go back to the ages that he was able to recall and reconnect and see how each world has recovered rather than going just by the word of Atrus or the word of any other person who has the art ability. So I think if we were able to go back to like those worlds and see how they're doing since the ravages of Cirrus and Akanar, that would be awesome to do. Like, I think it's what, honestly, I think the successor should have focused on. But of course, Robin Miller left Cyan Worlds after Myst 3. So I think there was like only so much they could do. And then Rand is currently the CEO of Cyan Worlds. So there's only so much they could do because both of them were the ones who, Rand and Robin Miller were the ones who wrote this. So I don't know. But it would be cool. Like, I mean, that's like, maybe you know what? Maybe I'll just write a fan fiction of it. But then again, I don't have that young energy anymore. In some respects. But I would love to get, like, maybe somebody's already written it. Probably it's pretty good somebody's written it, because this franchise has been around for, like, over 30 years at this point. So, somebody for sure has got to have thought the same thing and wrote a continuation where they managed somehow to reconnect to some of the old worlds and in turn see how the citizens are actually doing, with Narayan being the one example of a people recovered. So I would love to see that. But yeah, that's Myst 3 Exile. And of course, the monologue is different if you decide to keep Saavedro trapped. And it's much darker. And then, of course, if you fail to remember to switch the power switch, you will get killed by Saavedro's hammer. Yeah, so you'll get killed by Saavedro's hammer if you don't switch the switch, and so it's nothing dramatic. It's just boop, dead, game over. And then he basically has no way out. But yeah. And of course, because the linking book to Jananin from Atrus' End was destroyed, there was basically no way he could come back. So pretty much the only other way he could actually go back was actually if I snatched a Jananin book from one of the ages, brought it with me, and then I came back to him with that and Relishon, then he would know for sure what the heck was happening. That's literally the only way he would know. But yeah, that's Myst 3 Exile. So now that game is officially completed. So we got the whole trilogy done. So all three are officially done. So that's the OG Myst trilogy. Maybe at some point I will do. I will do a playthrough of Uru, because now Uru, Cyan Worlds made Uru open source, so now that's a thing. But I know there have been petitions still of Cyan Worlds making Uru a proper VR game, because Uru, in a way, like, especially with the things that they were thinking about doing, was pretty ahead of its time. I hope they follow through on it. They said like they need a big budget to do that. So if somebody can come up with that, definitely we will do it. So, hey, fellow Cyan World fans, please find some way to convince them. Please do Uru, but with 21st century graphics with Unreal Engine stuff. Like, it would be so awesome to come back to the world of Myst and play around with this, but like with HD graphics, you know? But yeah, we're officially done with the OG Myst trilogy. So the next game that I'm going to do is its spiritual successor, Kern Undying Thoughts. That will be during the day on Friday. Then we'll see about Sneaky Sasquatch Saturday, but knowing me and the way finals week tends to go, the probability is pretty good. It might not happen. Then a chill stream, possibly a break on Sunday. And yeah. Check out all my stuff on social media, in case you were curious. Like I said earlier, my capstone edit of my new film series, Blank Canvas, will be up on YouTube, on my second YouTube channel, Theological Otaku, by next week. Gotta refine a couple of my edits there, and then we should be good to go. And then the director's cut will be up by the end of June. If you want to check out all the previous parts of the Myst trilogy, I will update my playlist, so then you'll be able to see everything as it goes down. And, of course, you can feel free to follow me on Twitch, on TikTok, on Discord. The link to the Discord server is in the description, so feel free to say hi. We got a lot of nice people on there. We won't bite. And lastly, this episode was filmed in the lands of the Lenape and the Nanticoke. To learn more, visit native-land.ca. And I kind of realized I don't really do the usual YouTube tactics. It's like, if you want to continue watching, that's fine. If you don't, that's okay too. You all have lives. You have your stuff. But yeah, if you enjoy this content, just check out some of my other stuff. Like, they're just as fun too. Anyway, stay safe. Hope everybody's doing great. If it's prom season where you are, hope you have a great prom season. If it's finals week for you, especially for grad students, hang in there. You got this. To all my fellow seniors and master's students and anybody who's going through a degree, hang in there. It's not forever. It'll be over soon. And, of course, in the beautiful words of Master Yen Sid from the Kingdom Hearts series, may your heart be your guiding key. Until next time, I'll see you later. And also remember to hug your loved ones.